Good evening, everyone. So today it's a third lecture for the topic Newton's law of motion. And now you realize that this chapter is how much important and why from this chapter. Means from here, uh, it's called grammar of physics. Now you realize it, I think, how the force are applied. What do you mean by contact force? What do you mean by inclination? What do you mean by pulley? What do you mean by string? What do you mean by tension? How the objects move. So slowly you realize what things happen, and actually these are the practical things you can find in your surroundings. So many mechanical things are there. So today's class is very important. Okay. Today we discuss a very important topic, very important topic, and that is pseudo force. So, but before we start pseudo force, two things is there. One is called the inertial frame of reference. Another one is called the non-inertial frame of reference. So first of all, I think all of you know what you mean by frame of reference. If we consider a particular portion, like if we are in an elevator, okay, or if we are in a room, suppose the room is moving, or if we are in a train, the train is moving, okay, or in a car, so, or in a truck, or in a bus. So these all are in a particular frame of reference. Means this bus, within the bus, the situation is totally different. But if anyone outside the bus, for that person, the situation is totally different. Okay. So this bus or this system is called the frame. Okay. With respect to something, that is with respect to reference, the frame of reference. Now this frame of reference is two types. One is called the inertial frame of reference. What happened in inertial frame of reference? If that system, okay, if that system, that means that compartment, that elevator, that bus, whatever, okay, if it is at rest, or moving with constant velocity, if it is at rest or moving with constant velocity, then the system is called inertial frame of reference. So hope you understand. If the system at rest or moving with constant velocity, no change in velocity, that means no change in velocity means acceleration 0. So no change in velocity means the velocity is constant, then the system is called inertial frame of reference. And in this situation, no extra force apply on the system. Means whatever be the force is there, force, normal reaction, what we can see, that only. No extra force apply on the system. Achha. Okay. These are off record. Okay. So now, so you understand what do you mean by inertial frame of reference. So it's a very simple, whatever be the weight is there. Mostly from this reference, they can ask you either the tension on the string, or they ask you tension on the string, or they ask you what is the normal reaction. So very simple, tension means weight, normal reaction means weight, because no extra forces apply. So we don't have any problem related to inertial frame of reference. But non-inertial frame of reference. So non-inertial frame of reference is very important, because what happened in non-inertial frame of reference. So you understand only the remaining part is, because either velocity is constant or at rest. So remaining is acceleration. So when a system moving with some acceleration, if you are outside the system, you can realize, okay, the system is moving in that direction with some acceleration. But if you are within the system, you are not able to realize it. Okay, as the whole thing is moving with you, so you are not able to realize, but you are, means a force is, extra forces apply on the object in the opposite direction of the motion. Try to understand. If a system moving with some acceleration, like you have a system like an elevator or anything, okay, and if this elevator is moving with some acceleration upward, okay, and suppose you are on a weight machine you are in a wet machine. Okay, so in general what happened, mass means weight is normal reaction. That is the in general. If the system is at constant or moving with system is at rest or moving with constant velocity. But if you apply a acceleration, what you realize an extra force in the opposite direction of this acceleration. That means now what happened, we represent a dotted arrow in the opposite direction. This dotted means it's not visible or you cannot see, because you know your mass, you know where your weight, and it will be balancing the mg, but certainly as it is moving up, so you can realize extra force on you, that is called the pseudo force, and this frame of reference is called non-inertial frame of reference. Is it okay for everyone? And,
yes,
and
sir.
because
Yes,
of that,
sir.
if you are in a train or if you are in a car or you are in a bus, suddenly if the bus increase its speed or suddenly decrease its speed, means अचानक से किया या अचानक से ब्रेक मारा, so you realize if ब्रेक मारा तो तुम ऐसे जाते हो, and if अचानक से अगर किया रजनीकांत, तो हम लोग देखो the action, what the action से ऐसे किया मतलब पीछे गया, मतलब कि देखो when it moving accelerating upward forward, when the accelerating it forward, हम लोग का एक्शन देखो क्या है, पीछे की तरफ है ना, और अगर अचानक से ब्रेक मारा तो हम लोग का एक्शन क्या है, ऐसे करके रुकता है. सो देखो ब्रेक मारना मतलब रिटार्डेशन, इधर हम लोग किधर गए, देखो ऑपोजिट गया ना, और जब हम लोग का ऐसे मारा, सो एक्सेलरेशन इज फॉरवर्ड, हम लोग किधर जा रहा है, देखो बैकवर्ड जा रहे हैं ना. सो यू रियलाइज, मत सोचो हम डांस मार रहा है, force, that is called the pseudo force, and you realize it in the opposite direction of the motion. So and the system is called non-inertial.
सच्ची में
या समझ गया. Okay, सच के आसपास का झूठ सच ही लगता है. That is called according to Bomkesh Bokshi. You don't
सर कल या परसों में पीटीएम है, तब आपको जैसे ही पीटीएम होगा मैसेज कर देंगे.
Okay, कर देना, ठीक है. So now see, suppose you are in a car or bus or a truck, it doesn't matter. Okay, suppose the bus or truck is moving with some acceleration, and here you have a pendulum. Suppose the mass of the bob is m. What you realize when it is moving, if it is at rest or moving with constant velocity, you see this figure. But if it is moving with some acceleration, then what you see, this is the mean position, it will be here. Means it's making an angle theta. As you accelerate, so the bob is moving in that side. See, you realize it, okay. So mg is acting downward. Is it okay? Everyone, we all know mg is acting downward. And due to that, the system is moving forward. Now we are realizing a pseudo force in the opposite direction of motion. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if we use this one as a tension, so see if this angle is theta, so what we can say, this is t cos theta, and this one is t sin theta. So now what happened? As at this point it is fixed, it is not moving. Suppose it is fixed there, so that means at that point the all forces are balance each other, means the equilibrium condition arise, and when upward force balances the downward force, so we can say t cos theta, the upward force balances weight, and that t sin theta balances ma. Let it be equation number 1, let it be equation number 2. Dividing equation 2 by 1, t sin theta by t cos theta, that is ma by mg, m cancel, t cancel. So tan theta is a by g, theta is tan inverse a by g. Is it okay, everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir. So the equilibrium है.
Obviously, if it is not equilibrium, so then you are not able to balance. Na? So then you are moving it, means some net acceleration is there. Here it will be rest. माने एखाने चिलो जे एक्सेलरेट करছে, अब एक्सेलरेशन ज्यादा होगा तो ये ज्यादा जाएगा और जाके रुकेगा ना, रुकेगा मतलब बैलेंस.
Okay, sir.
If you increase the speed, see, A will increase. If the A will increase, the angle will increase. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, see, I want to give you some question. Okay, before I start that question, example. Okay, so Sejal and Ujjesha. Sejal and Ujjesha, they are very good friend. I don't know you are a good friend or not. Maybe you don't know each other, but from my point of view, suppose you both are very good friend और तुम दोनों ने घूमने के लिए कॉस्मोस सिटी सेंटर गया. अब सिटी सेंटर में क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे ये है एक एलिवेटर, ठीक है. तो एलिवेटर के अंदर एक वेट मशीन है. इस वेट मशीन में खड़ी है सेजल, ठीक है. मास है 50 kg. 50 kg. अब बाहर में यहाँ पे उज्जेशा बैठी हुई है. वो गोल गोल पार्क टाइप का है ना, ग्राउंड फ्लोर में, वहां पे. और उज्जेशा देख रही है सेजल in the elevator. Okay, so this is the situation. Mass of Sejal is 50 kg. So you have 5 situation. Number 1, at rest. कौन रेस्ट में है? एलिवेटर रेस्ट में है, सेजल नहीं. एलिवेटर रेस्ट में है. सेकेंड पॉइंट क्या है? एलिवेटर मूविंग विथ 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड अपवर्ड. थर्ड केस क्या है? 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड डाउनवर्ड. फोर्थ केस क्या है? 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर अपवर्ड. फिफ्थ केस क्या है? 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर डाउनवर्ड. कौन? एलिवेटर. ओके, एलिवेटर एट रेस्ट. एलिवेटर मूविंग विथ 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड. Elevator moving down 5 meter per second. Elevator is at elevator moving upward with 5 meter per second square acceleration, and elevator moving downward with 5 meter per second square acceleration. These are the 5 conditions. Okay. In each condition, listen properly. Each condition, what is the weight measured by the weight machine? Okay. What is the weight measured by the weight machine? Calculated by Sejal and calculated by Ujjesha. That means I can say Sejal is observer 1 and Ujjesha observer 2. So according to observer 2, how observer 2 calculate these things and how observer 1 calculate these things. Try to understand. Observer 2 means Ujjesha. So for Ujjesha or observer 2, observer 2 is outside the system. So if you are outside the system, you are not apply pseudo force. But if you are within the system, like observer 1, Sejal. So to calculate the same thing, Sejal have to use pseudo force. Are you getting my point? So one is within the system and one is outside the system. So you are apply pseudo force means it is better to help you if you calculate it on the basis of you just suppose you are within the system. Is it clear? Everyone, is it clear?
Sir, repeat करो ना एक बार.
It's clear. So what I want to say. So first of all, see in all these 3 situations, at rest, moving with constant velocity upward, moving with constant velocity downward, these all are inertial frame of reference. Is it okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
As these all are inertial frame of reference, so in all these 3 cases, mg equals to normal reaction. Observer 2 को भी वही लगेगा, observer 1 को भी वही लगेगा कि नहीं बोलो? Because inertial frame is either normal reaction or tension. हम लोग लास्ट मंकी वाला में टेंशन देखा था, यहाँ पे नॉर्मल रिएक्शन से देख रहे हैं. ओके?
Yes.
All 3 case means question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. Normal reaction is mg, and one very important information. Weight machine. spring balance, they always measure the weight. I repeat, weight machine, spring balance, they always measure the weight but show you in mass. Are you getting my point? तुम दुकान में गए, बोला कि मेरे को 5 किलो आलू दो, यही बोलते हो ना, या 5 किलो सेब दो, तो एप्पल 5 किलो एप्पल दो, तो तुम क्या बोलते हो? 5 किलो एप्पल को वेट करो बोलते हो ना?
यस सर।
तो वैल्यू जो लिखाता है 5 किलो दिखाता है कि 50 न्यूटन दिखाता है?
किलो। 5 किलो।
5 किलो, पर मेजरमेंट वो क्या करता है?
न्यूटन। न्यूटन।
तो बेसिकली क्या होता है, वेट मशीन में जो भी आएगा नॉर्मल रिएक्शन, मतलब जो एक्शन लगा उसी के हिसाब से नॉर्मल रिएक्शन, दैट इज वेट बाय द वेट मशीन इनटू जी. सो मास ऑफ द वेट मशीन or mass measured by the weight machine divided by the g. Are you getting my point? So 60 kg. Weight machine always measure the normal reaction, that is mg. So divided by g, first you get the force means weight, divided by g you get the mass. Clear everyone what I want to say?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Normal reaction आएगा, टोटल जितना नॉर्मल रिएक्शन आएगा, टोटल जितना वैल्यू आएगा उसको हम क्या करेंगे, जी से डिवाइड कर देंगे तो मुझे मास निकल जाएगा, और जी से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे तो वेट निकल जाएगा. इज इट क्लियर एवरीवन?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
So I think up to this no one has any problem, so I can easily remove this part from your question. So basically you have 2 question, rest 3 of initial this 3 तो खुद क्वेश्चन. हाँ, ये क्वेश्चन का कुछ है ही नहीं, ठीक है, तो मैं जगह को खाली कर रहा हूँ और हवा को आने दे रहा हूँ, है ना. एक गाना था, जाने दे थोड़ा हवा आने दे. So is it okay? Now for observer 2 से हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं. So observer 2 means উজ্জেশা. উজ্জেশা বলবে স্যার অবজারভার বলছে, আমার নাম নিচ্ছে না. So observer 2 উজ্জেশা শুনতে পাচ্ছিস?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
वेरी गुड. सो ऑब्जर्वर 2 माने उज्जेशा. देखो उज्जेशा क्या रियलाइज करेगा और क्या कैलकुलेशन करेगा. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, मतलब द एलिवेटर इज मूविंग अपवर्ड with 5 meter per second square and we know the mass that is 60 kg. So देखो उज्जेशा क्या दिखेगा, एलिवेटर एज वेल एज ऑब्जर्वर 1, मतलब सीजन ऊपर जा रहा है. ये तो ग्राउंड में बैठा हुआ है, एकदम वो गोल गोल मोटा वाला जो ग्राउंड फ्लोर में है वहां पे बैठा है, और यहाँ पे ये ग्लास लगाया हुआ एलिवेटर है, करके ऊपर जा रहा है ना. ये देखेगा, शायद ये सिटी सेंटर में नहीं है, कॉस्मोस में है वो ग्लास वाला. ठीक है, यू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड दिस?
Yes sir.
हेलो.
Yes sir.
According to observer 2, the observer 1 or the elevator, the whole thing is moving upward. So according to observer 2, normal reaction is greater than mg, that's why it is moving upward. So normal reaction minus mg, that is mass into acceleration. Is it okay?
Yes sir.
So normal reaction is mg plus ma. So m is 60, g is 10, a is 5, that is 60 into 15. That normal reaction is mass measured by the weight machine into g. So what we can write, mass measured by the weight machine, 60 into 15 by 10, which is 90 kg. Not 90 kg. हमने 60 क्यों लिया? 50 kg था ना. सॉरी, सेजल अभी मुझे गाली देगा, बोलेगा सर मुझे इतना मोटा बना दिया. So now 50 kg into 15 by 10, that is 75 kg. अब भी सेजल का हार्ट अटैक आने वाला है, क्योंकि 50 kg वेट है बेचारा का. सोचो, हाँ, खाना ठीक से नहीं खाती है, और नाउ इट विल बी 75. सबसे पहले बोलेगा ओ माय गॉड क्या हो गया. Is it okay? Everyone?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
यहाँ पे बैठ के हंसेगा कि सेजल का तो हार्ट अटैक आने वाला है. 75 की 50 किलो की है, 75 किलो दिखाएगा. Is it okay everyone? You realize it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ताकि सेजल को हार्ट अटैक ना आए, तो उस समय सपोज मैं भी कॉस्मोस में या सिटी सेंटर में था, तो मैंने देखा कि नीचे में उस फ्लोर में वेट मशीन लगाया हुआ है, तो उसको 75 किलो देख के डर लग जाएगा। तो मैंने एक अनाउंसमेंट करवाया कि अरे सेजल डरो मत, यूज pseudo force because the elevator is moving upward with an acceleration 5 meter per second square. So अब तो सेजल को फुल कॉन्फिडेंस मिल गया, क्योंकि फिजिक्स पढ़ा है, pseudo force भी जानता है, and that also know कि pseudo force is applied in the opposite direction of motion. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
तो अब सब कुछ भूल जाओ, ऑब्जर्वर 2 को भूल जाओ। जहां मुझे ये पता चल गया कि द एलिवेटर इज मूविंग अपवर्ड, और मुझे ऑब्जर्वर 1 के हिसाब से लिखना है, मैं सबसे पहले मास इनटू एक्सीलरेशन, मास ऑफ द सिजल इनटू एक्सीलरेशन इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन ऑफ द एक्सीलरेशन। इज इट क्लियर? Everyone, is it clear? Everyone, please respond. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as if it is clear, so observer 1 मतलब सेजल। तो अब देखो, सेजल जब एलिवेटर के अंदर में है, क्या एलिवेटर के अंदर में सेजल क्या धीरे धीरे हवा में उड़ रहा है?
No, sir.
दर करके वो जैसे 50-50 बिस्कुट खाने से जैसे होता है, दिखाता है ऊपर उड़ने लगता है, तुम थोड़े ऐसे उड़ रहे हो। या वो रेड बुल खाने से दिखाता है कि इट गिव्स की विंग्स बोल के तुम भी उड़ने लगा, ऐसा कुछ तो नहीं होता है। होता है क्या?
No, sir.
ना तुम ऊपर उड़ रहे हो, ना तुम एलिवेटर का जो मिट्टी है उसको तोड़ के नीचे चले जा रहे हो, तुम एलिवेटर का अंदर भी नहीं समा जा रहे हो।
No, sir.
So what do you mean by that? That means the total upward force balances the total downward force.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Total upward force is how much? R, and the downward force is 1 is mg and 1 is the pseudo force because of the elevator moving upward with an acceleration a. So we write ma. So अब देखो 60 10 plus 5, that is mwg. So mw, oh sorry, again 60 लिखा, sorry, actually वो क्वेश्चन में मैंने 60 दिया था। 15 by 10, that is 75 kg. तो देखो ये तो this is one part of the question. Examiner can do the different part also. कि तुम्हें ऐसे भी करके तो क्वेश्चन दे सकता है कि सपोज a person of weight 50 kg, okay, he or she is in the elevator, okay, and the elevator shows 75 kg. Are you getting my point? The weight machine of the elevator shows 75 kilo. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So what is the acceleration of elevator? Is it clear? And which direction the elevator moving? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, we can use the backward process now. We can say normal reaction, mass of the weight measured by the elevator means the weight machine into g, that is actual weight, okay, g plus a. So it shows 75 kilo into g, and you know your actual weight 50, g plus a. Now tell me, can you able to find out a?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very easily. 50 into a, that is 75 minus 50g, which is 25g. So a is 25 into 10 by 50, that is 5 meter per second square. And as positive, that means upward.
Yes, sir.
Now the second part of the question. And I'm not doing the second part. As you know, the same process. Now you have to tell me how to solve the second part. I just give you the situation. The situation is that now the elevator is moving. Now the elevator is moving downward. Okay, with 5 meter per second square. So according to Ujjasha, tell me how you write the equation. Mass is 50 kg. Ujjasha,
Yes, sir.
tell me the equation. What you realize? You move the schedule moving upward or downward?
Sir, downward.
So what is your equation? Acha, which force is stronger? This one or this one?
mg.
Mg is stronger.
mg.
So how you write the equation?
So mg minus r
Yes, very good.
equal to ma.
Very good. Excellent. mg minus r equals to ma. देखो तुम लोग जब तक ये सब खुद से नहीं करोगे, डरोगे तो नहीं होगा. याद रखना, डर के आगे जीत है माउंटेन ड्यू पीना. ठीक है. और जब भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन है, जब तक नहीं करोगे, जब तक खुद से नहीं करोगे, हम करेंगे, देखने में बहुत सुंदर लगेगा. बाप रे क्या सुंदर पढ़ा रहा है, ये सब तो पहले नहीं पढ़ा. लेकिन जब तक तुम खुद नहीं करोगे तो यू डोंट रियलाइज दिस थिंग. ठीक है. सो वेरी सिंपल. r इज mg minus ma. सो 50 10 minus 5 mw into g. So anyone tell me what is the mass of Srijal according to Ujjasha, or what is the mass reflect on the wet machine?
25.
Very good, 25. So it's not a very tough question, but it's a very tactical question. So this is according to Ujjasha. Now Srijal, see, as the elevator is moving downward, according to Srijal, pseudo forces apply upward. Why upward? Because the elevator is moving downward. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Again, in this case, neither you are flying nor you are moving down. मतलब धरती को फाड़ के अंदर नहीं घुस रहे हो. You are on the elevator and the elevator is moving. So, Sejal, tell me what you write for according to you, means the observer one. What you write? Tell me, Sejal. What is your equation? Bolo. This force is upward, this force is downward, neither moving up nor moving down. So what is the equation? Sejal. Oh, Sejal. नहीं है क्या? Anyone? Urmi ball. Disconnected maybe. Urmi. Sneha. Hello. Sneha. Am I audible? Srishti.
Yes, sir.
बोलो equation की होवे for Sejal or observer 1.
For r plus mg is equals to ma. Sir, r plus mg is equals to ma.
Why? How many force acting upward?
So two forces,
हाँ की.
r and ma.
So what you write? R plus ma na? Why you say R plus mg? R plus ma. And which force acting downward?
Sir, mg.
So what you write? R plus ma equals to mg na?
Yes, sir. Yes. Sorry, sir.
So R is what? R is mg minus ma. So 60. Aki to asbe. 10 minus 5. So mw.
Sir, what 50?
Oh, sorry, 50. mw 55 by 10. That is 25 kilo. Is it okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So my next question is.
So,
Bolo.
so can we write the equation mg minus r is equals to ma for observer 1 also?
You can, but you don't know this one na, ki R plus MA equals to MG. You don't know this one. What you realize on that basis, you write now. So what you realize from observer 2, you realize that the Sejal is moving downward. So definitely weight is greater than normal reaction. That's why giving downward, moving downward. So you write Mg minus R equals to Ma. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Because you are outside the system. Okay. So you can see that elevator is moving downward. Okay. Whatever you write, what you realize on that basis, na. Okay. Because
Yes,
for this one you don't see this one, you see this one. Okay, my next question is very important. This one is also from your sheet, so directly or indirectly I almost half of the question I already. Okay, so the next question is see, you have an elevator. You have an elevator in which you have a weight machine. Weight machine means spring balance. And there is a hook. With this you have a rod, and in which you have a pulley. And two blocks is there. One is 1.5 kg and one is 3 kg. Acha, tum log agar options there and you are able to solve it or not, okay? So then you get some confidence also about NEET exam, how easy papers are. So this is the situation, and the elevator is moving upward with g by 10 meter per second square. The question is that what is the weight measured by the spring balance? So spring balance measure the weight. That means you have to find out the force and then find out the mass. So if we suppose this tension is T, this tension is T. So total this tension is how much? Means with how much tension this pulley pulling the spring balance to T. So if we able to find out T, so my game is over. We know 2T. So 2T equals to mass of the way mw into g. We get your value. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now first of all, see, we use 3g downward and we use 1.5g downward. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
We know from the pulley, and as this is the higher mass, that block is moving downward and that block is moving upward. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So without this, it's a very simple. We first, when we start pulley, we solve this type of question. But here the extra thing is that the elevator is moving upward with g by 10. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So if we want to concentrate within that system, can we use the pseudo force that g by 10 mass moving in the opposite direction? Why opposite direction? Because the whole elevator is moving upward. So mass into acceleration downward, mass into acceleration downward. Can we write in that way?
Yes, sir.
So when we write this one, अब हम इसको भूल जाएगा. मेरा इसका काम हो गया है. ये जो दिया था, इसके लिए मैंने एक्स्ट्रा लगा दिया. Now we concentrate within that system. Are you getting my point? Pseudo force लगा दिया. अब मैं एकदम सिस्टम के अंदर घुस के सोच सकता हूँ. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise देखो क्या प्रॉब्लम होता है. ये नीचे जा रहा है, ये ऊपर जा रहा है. The whole is moving up. So basically अगर ये नीचे जा रहा है तो ये A नीचे जा रहा है, G by 10 ऊपर जा रहा है. So relatively क्या हो रहा है, ये ऊपर जा रहा है ना नीचे जा रहा है. इसके लिए देखो ये ऊपर जा रहा है, ये भी ऊपर जा रहा है. So relatively ये कितना ऊपर जा रहा है. So it's a confusion. So it's better when you have this type of question, you enter into the system and use the pseudo force and then calculate. Now see, it's very simple. How many force acting downward?
2 force. 2.
3g and 3g by 10, right? And this, we just show it in the left side. C plus 3g plus 3g by 10, is it okay? 2 forces acting downward?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And T is upward minus T, and The resultant is mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. 3 into A. Why we write these two forces first? Because as it is moving downward, so these two forces are stronger than tension. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now for this equation, the block is moving upward or downward with respect to that system?
Upward.
So as
Upward.
it is moving upward, so tension greater or these two forces are greater?
Tension is greater.
Very good. So T minus 1.5 G minus 1.5 G by 10, that is 1.5 A. Can we write it?
Yes, sir.
So now see, sir, now it's very, very easy. T cancel. So what we have, this minus this minus this, 1.5 G plus 1.5 G by 10 is equals to 4.5 A. So we can use 1.5 common, G plus G by 10, that is 4.5 A. We can cancel this 3, 10 plus 10 by 10, that is 3A. So A is 11 by 3 meter per second square. Can we write it? So if we get this acceleration, now the tension is 3G is there, 3 into 10 plus 3 into 10 by 10 minus, so you move the T in that side and you move 3A in that side. So minus 3 into A, 11 by 3. So this 3 cancel, this 10 cancel. What you have, 30 plus 3 minus 11, that is 22 Newton. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So if your tension is 22 Newton, so what about 2T? 2 into 22, that is 44 Newton.
42.
44 Newton.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it okay? So that 44 Newton is mass of the weight machine into G. Yeah, mass measured by the weight machine. Yeah, spring balance. So that is 44 by 10. So your answer is 4.4 kg. Is it okay? You understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And the last question from that pseudo, obviously that one is also from your sheet, and these two questions are obviously from H.C. Verma. These two are very, very good question from pseudo force. So the next question, this one is also a very good question, and then I show you the still now up to the portion you complete, from where you complete vector, you complete unit and dimension, you complete motion in one dimension, you are almost complete Newton's law, just the numerical part. Okay, and from that portion, out of 45 question, means think it as a 45 question is the whole, your whole 11 and 12. 11 and 12 is the 100%. So 11 is the 50%, and within that 50%, how much you complete, and on that basis, how much question you can solve within this. That is my main. I can try to show you. Before that, the last question and very, very important question. You have a triangular shaped block whose mass is m dash. It's on the table. It's on the table, but the table is frictionless. Means smooth. No friction is there. So table is frictionless and smooth. Here you have a string, light inextensible string connecting with a pulley. The pulley is light, means massless, and which is connected with a mass capital M. And you put a mass here whose mass is M, and this angle is theta. Now the question is that very, very important question. Obviously, see, you can realize it. If you put in this inclined plane, if you put a block, so in which direction it is moving? Downward. And if no friction is there, it's certainly moving down. You have any doubt regarding that? That block is moving down?
No, sir.
No, sir.
But the question is that for what value of M? For what value of M in terms of M dash and theta? Listen the question properly. What value of M in terms of M dash and M and theta, so that M does not slip with respect to M dash? Are you getting my point? इसका मास कितना होगा in terms of M dash, M and theta कि ये ब्लॉक इसके रिस्पेक्ट में स्लिप नहीं करेगा. पहला तो मेरा दिमाग में आएगा बम, ये होगा कैसे, कैसे स्लिप नहीं करेगा, स्लिप करना ही है लेकिन स्लिप नहीं करेगा। आर गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? इज इट ओके?
No, sir.
টাকে মুভ করাতে হবে
আরে কোনটাকে মুভ করাতে হবে?
স্যার M1 টাকে।
হ্যাঁ, তো M1 টাকে কিভাবে মুভ করব? যদি এটা মুভ করে তো let mg acting downward, T is the tension, because of that T it will be that two blocks are pulled by this tension, and because of that it will be moving. Suppose the M is moving downward with an acceleration, so you can pull both with an acceleration A forward. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So on that basis my first equation is, as it is moving downward, so mg minus T equals to ma. Can we write?
Yes, sir.
And as the whole system, hold this two moving together, because it's not slip. You understand that it's not slide, it's not slip. So they are together, means both are in a single object now. Is it clear?
Sir, এটা কি attached?
অ্যাটাচ না, আমি এখানে রেখেছি কিন্তু একসঙ্গে যাচ্ছে, তার মানে অ্যাটাচ।
Yes, sir.
So this tension, because of that tension, m dash plus m into acceleration, can we write?
Yes, sir.
So if we put this value in here, is here mg minus m dash plus m into a, that is ma. So what happened? mg equals to a m plus m. So what about your ma? mg by m plus small m plus m dash. Can we write it? Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes sir.
Sir, বুঝলাম না, আরেকবার বলো না।
দেখ, ফার্স্ট ইকুয়েশনটা বুঝেছিস?
Yes, sir.
সেকেন্ড ইকুয়েশন বুঝেছিস?
হ্যাঁ।
Now can we put the second equation in equation number 1?
হ্যাঁ, t এর জায়গায়।
So mg minus, in place of t we put m dash plus ma equals to ma. So mg we can move in that side this, and we get the acceleration.
Okay, sir.
Acceleration of the system. Now see, as both are together, so they are moving like this. So when they are moving like this, so this one makes this one a force. So you can say this one take a normal opposing force, or action force to reaction force. That is the Newton's third law. Or you can say in that way, as the whole system moving in forward direction, so a pseudo force acting in this direction. Or you can say if this one put a action, this one give a reaction, you can say any one of this. Is it clear?
Yes,
ये
sir.
इसको अगर action देगा तो ये इसको reaction देगा, और because both are moving together. Or you can say in this way कि अगर ये सामने की तरफ जा रहा है, so ये इसको ऐसे ले जा रहा है, so it will realize the opposite direction force ना. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So this one is ma. Now we know this one is mg sin theta, right?
Yes, sir.
This angle is theta, so we can say this angle is also theta. So ma cos theta, along the base cos theta, perpendicular with the base sin theta. 1000 times already I think we use it from the first class. Is it okay? So ma cos theta acting upward and mg
Yes,
sin
sir.
theta acting downward. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So my question is that, so if they are balanced, what do you mean by that? Means if it does not move with respect to this one is possible only when these two forces are balanced each other.
Yes, sir.
So we can say ma cos theta is mg sin theta. Can we say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can we calculate mm? In place of a, can we write mg by m plus m dash into cos theta, that is g sin theta. Now we can cancel g also. So m is equals to m plus m plus m dash. The sine by cos is tan. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So now if we take common 1 minus, if we move in left side, tan theta, that is m plus m dash tan theta. So what do you mean by m? So m is m plus m dash tan theta by 1 minus tan theta, which we can write m plus m dash by 1 minus tan theta by tan theta, which is equals to m plus m dash. 1 by tan theta is cot theta minus 1. Is it okay? So this is my answer. So m dash and theta. We explain it now. So I'm stopping the recording.
Sir,
Bolo.